When you first get to a golf course, one of the first things you typically do is grab a scorecard. On the scorecard includes information such as par and yardage, but also course rating and slope rating.
Do those trees make the bogey golfer shoot more towards the bunker?
Course rating is a predictor of performance. The course rating is what a scratch golfer is expected to shoot, so it's kind of a number similar to par often. Slope rating represents the relative difficulty of a course. So basically what that means is how yardage and obstacles on that course will affect your performance. The higher the handicap of the player, the more slope rating will affect their play.
Scratch hits it 230 in the air and so he'll land at 179. Let's see what the roll looks like at 179.
A course is rated very objectively. It has 10 obstacles that we look at, mostly measurements. It's mostly looking at things like fairway widths and distances to obstacles. It's a team of 4 to 6 people typically go out and rate a full golf course.
218.
Course ratings are used to make the handicap system better. They're used to determine the difficulty of the golf course so that when you turn in a score, we can assign a differential to that score based on the course and slope rating that was played to. Also, when you go out to play a round of golf, we use those numbers to determine a course handicap for you.
Nice job.
Ooh, thank you.
The green's a little bit below. I don't know, do you think it's more than 10 feet?
There are 10 obstacles in the system, and each obstacle has a slightly different weighting depending on how much it impacts scoring. Each obstacle is rated on a scale of 0 to 10.
You have to almost aim at the trees.
Right.
So I think we're going to have to increase the tree value.
The lowest rating is 0. That's obviously if an obstacle does not exist on a hole. So on a hole with 0 water hazards, you'd get a 0. 10 would mean that obstacle is almost, it's going to come into play quite often. It's almost impossible to avoid, such as a very fast undulated green may get a rating of 10.
This looks pretty level to me from here, don't you think?
Topography is looking at terrain, such as elevation changes.
I'm getting 24, Jack.
So we measure the fairway width and we determine the green target, factoring in the green size and the approach shot. We also look at what the player has to deal with if they miss the fairway or the green, such as the rough, bunkers, and other recovery issues.
So we'll have that R&R adjustment for par 3 down there when we get there to see the width of the fairway.
Obstacles that can result in penalty strokes, such as out of bounds, extreme rough, and water hazards, are also evaluated based on their location and impact.
I think we got to go 2 on the trees. I think we got to go 2.
Trees are evaluated based on location and their effect on play, and the greens are rated by evaluating their contour and measuring the speed of the green using the USGA Stimpmeter. The last of these factors is psychological, which is the overall effect of obstacles that exist on the hole.
Oh, lovely birdie.
So the next time you play, use the course rating and slope rating to measure your performance and play a fun, fair game with your friends.